Hi, I'm Monica. I'm a mental health nurse practitioner by trade, and I want to be your financial therapist because I am a money manager at heart. Today, we're going to be talking about, dear mom, you're not failing. The budget just needs a hug. And I know a lot of moms, whether they are the financial expert in the family or not, they're controlling the budget of the house. And we have a lot of control, not on just the pulse of the budget, but also on the happiness of the home, even if we're in a season of saving and getting out of debt and managing money. So I want to talk with you about certain things and how not only do you control that financial pulse, but the mental health pulse of your household when you're getting out of debt or something like that. Your attitude will go on your kids and your spouse. And so if you have a good attitude about it, even if you have to fake it till you make it, you're helping your whole family. Budgets don't work, ? Budgets don't work. It's not you, it's the method. If you're always off track when you're trying to do a budget, first of all, you might be too rigid or unrealistic. For instance, just one example is no blow money for the adults in the house. Kids need blow money too, but that's a little bit different depending on their ages. So no blow money where I can grab a Diet Coke from the gas station after I'm done exercising. I can get a pack of gum. I want to eat out on Thursdays and just run through McDonald's and get some chicken strips. Whatever it is, you have to have some blow money. Especially you're both working, you feel like, what am I working for? I'm working for nothing. I get nothing out of this. We have to have blow money in the budget. So if your budget is too rigid or unrealistic, you're just setting yourself up for failure, which is only going to make you feel worse in the end by paying off one extra bill that month, but nobody's living. 2, stop budgeting with guilt. Guilt spending and guilt saving are both traps, and grace is better. Sometimes an unexpected expense will come up and it'll wreck your budget that month. I forgot it was my nephew's birthday and we didn't have that $50 set aside, whatever. $20 if that's what you're going to spend. But you got to give yourself grace because you are trying. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect at anything. So you're trying and you're working on it, and you just look ahead like, next month we're going to do better. I didn't account for this. I need a birthday budget in there, and I'm going to start that as soon as the next paycheck rolls around. So don't operate on guilt. It doesn't work. If anybody knows this, it's me. I've operated on guilt my whole life. A working mom a lot of times does. You feel guilty that you're not what you think you should be for your kids, and then you're thinking about your kids when you're at work, and you feel guilty about that. Get rid of the guilt. God took away all the guilt for us. We don't have to have that guilt on us, but sometimes we keep bringing it back and bringing it back, and you don't have to do that. You're doing the best you can with what you know. And remember that. Number 3, start with what you can do. Even if saving $20 a week, if that's all you're doing, it's still power. Focus on the wins, not the misses, not the failures, or not what you wanted to be or do. I wanted to save 100. Right now, you're not doing that. We've got to get some debt paid off before you start saving 100 a week. And debt is the biggest thing. You can make more money, but the thing of it is you can always spend up to that amount. So you're in the same boat, even though you're making more money. Until you pay off the debt of things like credit cards. Hopefully you only have one car payment and it's $500 or less a month. But it would be even better to have no car payments if you can. Get those debts paid off of things that you owe people. I bought a couch 1 year, same as cash. Let's get it paid off. Get those debts paid off, and then don't incur any more like that consumer credit debt. You usually will have maybe one car payment and a house payment, but hopefully by retirement, you've nipped that in the bud too, and you don't have a house payment. Your Social Security will go a lot farther if you can do that. So start with what you can do. Number 4, remind yourself, peace is greater than perfection. You're building a better future. You're not racing to get it all done right today, even though I love doing that. I like to see how much I can get done. A lot of times my mom will ask me, what'd you get done this morning? And I would say, enough to make a grown man cry, and be so proud of it. But I was killing myself physically to get it done and probably tired. I didn't have to get all that done. I'm going to leave you with this. Warren Buffett gave a great example, and this is the mom running the family finances and changing the financial future of everybody in her household with a great attitude. Warren Buffett said this: success in life is when the people who you want to love you do love you. So there's something about doing this. We're trying to be perfect. Don't be perfect. Just strive to do better for your family, to create a better future for them, and to do it with a good attitude. And if you do that, you're setting a great example for your kids to later say, I look back on that and we were really struggling, but my mom was happy and she took us, we had a picnic at the park and blew bubbles instead of when we used to go out and eat on Friday night. But those were some of the best memories that I had. And my mom had a great attitude about it. And I didn't know that we were struggling like that. So keep this kind of stuff in mind. You're not failing. You just need a hug, and you need to realize you're creating a better future for your whole family. You're changing your family tree. Have a great day.